Will Langrick, freshman on the second midfield unit for the Irish, gets it to Pat Cavanaugh.
I mean, Entenmann last matchup against Syracuse, his last time out had over 20 saves.
Yeah, career high. Cavanaugh. Nice dish inside, and he scores! That's exactly what Jake Taylor has been doing since being inserted into the lineup 6 games ago, and he puts the eye on him, though, so that's a great matchup of 2 physical players. 34 for Duke, 40 for Notre Dame. Cohen looks to be a surefire first-round draft choice in the PLL draft coming your way on ESPNU Tuesday night.
He'll probably find himself on the first-team All-American list. I mean, he's that talented a player. It seems like he's been here in South Bend for 2 decades, but he has made a name for himself.
O'Neal has 2, and he buries that shot. We're all leaving at 1.
And that's where O'Neal's at his best. Off-of-ball movement, a little bit closer to the cage, and if you run out at him, especially if it's a short stick, good luck, right? You're going to see here the nice ball movement, and they get it to him, and now Notre Dame is extending out, and he is just too big and too fast, where he can just attack the top shoulder and get to the best place in the field. And he's a breakdown and actually go where you think they're going first, and McCann there just a little out of control, and O'Neal, too smart a player and too physically gifted, will make you pay for it.
Cavanaugh being checked by Brower. Now behind to his brother Chris. Here's McCann looking to dodge. Gets to the goal and scores! Too quick for Garrett Ledman, got a step on him, and got all the way in front of Adler, and was able to bury it.
And Notre Dame had a couple goals similar to this in their first matchup this year. McCann, the nice dodge, nice opportunity dodging down the side. And right here, what makes this a possibility is the patience, and then the last second switch to his strong hand to increase the angle.
For them, but also putting McCann back in that first line midfield has given them a different dynamic, and it showed on that play. Now we got a big hit in the midfield. Both flags come out. Delayed call against Notre Dame, and O'Neal buries the shot, though. Wow.
And we're going to see here a scrum at the face-off. Naso on the ground, gets a pass and gets hit late. And then Duke again pushes in transition. Cohen steps up from O'Neal. Probably not the person you want to leave. A patient set here. This is a long game. You need your defense to be not drained. And right now, the ball has been heavily favoring the Blue Devils in terms of time of possession.
Wow, how on earth are you going to let McCann get that type of room to step down and fire?
This was out of the substitution game for the Fighting Irish. McCann gets his second goal. And right here you can see it's coming out of the midfield. They catch Duke in a man-down situation effectively. They're slow to go, and he plants his feet and just peppers the upper right corner.
Irish coming into this game knowing they've got to win to have any chance to get into the NCAA Tournament Selection Show tomorrow night on ESPNU.
And right now, Duke is choosing to short stick Jake Taylor, number 13, and they're double polling Dobson and Jacobbois. So something to keep an eye on.
Here's Cavanaugh. He got a favorable matchup that made Duke pay.
Cavanaugh getting to the middle of the field with a short stick matchup. They slid to him early and he found Taylor the last offensive set. This time, Duke hesitates to engage him as he's dodging. Gets his hands free. But to your point in the PLL, to me, and professionally, the do-it-all midfielder is the hard piece to come by, but probably the most important. There's so many good attackmen. There's so many really skilled offensive players, but very few people do it both at a high level, both offense and defense.
Notre Dame doing a nice job killing off that penalty to start this second quarter. Now here is the aforementioned Kai Montgomery. Quick passing inside and a goal for Duke. That's the man-up specialist right there, Cam Muley, who stayed on after they went full strength, and that's exactly what they do so beautifully, man-up.
Yeah, how pretty was that? Right here, Montgomery has a short stick. He's a very good passer out of the midfield, and Muley with the perfectly timed cut. Looked like a man-up play. High quality shots. That was too early and too far out.
Substitution patterns play themselves out. Here comes McAdory out of the box. Look at that quickness.
How quick is he?
Williams! That's a tough angle, and Entman didn't give him much to shoot at, but he found a crease.
Another quick stick type goal. It all starts again with McAdory coming out of the box. Now Duke has Notre Dame strength.
Caputo shut off by Ben Ramsey. Williams scores! That's 2 in a row for Dyson. Duke back on top.
Right here, you have Caputo below the goal. Finds Williams taking that cut. Now here you think Entman thinks he's going far post. You can start to see him lean.
He'll wait for substitutions. Brador over to Nakai. McAdory got his hands free and he scores! He's a handful running out of the box. So much top-end speed, and he can use both hands so effectively and shoot on the run like that.
And I think Notre Dame is going to have to make an adjustment because all game they're bringing him out of the box last and getting it to him, and he has got a full head of steam. He's just too quick and sudden. Right here, that is way too much space for him. Gets in the middle of the field. He's fearless. Hammers it to...
Back to Pat. Uses a pick. Caputo does a great job dislodging the ball from Kavanaugh.
That is how you hedge a pick right there if you're Duke. With Caputo just bringing the body, but also the perfectly timed check.
Robertson looking for Denenza coming out of the box and finds him. Duke gets the initial clear.
Right here on the left side of your screen. Body and check, maybe a little high, but I think it hits stick first. Just a great defensive play from Caputo.
There's his brother Owen. Inside, Robertson, he scores. $147 goals in his career. You give him a spot like that with a little bit of room, he's going to make you pay.
And Notre Dame defense making it a little too easy for Duke. Right here, Caputo, the short stick, gets his second assist of the game, but really not sure why Robertson is so open in the middle of the field where he can make adjustments on these short stick defensive matchups.
Irish are up 4-2 in this game, had all the momentum. Duke has scored 5 in a row. Lynch will track this one down. Can he get a hand on it? Finally gets possession, but Naso levels him. Now we're going to get a flag on that play. Harris is just harassed as he's trying to run to daylight. Will he take a shot? He will and score! That lights up the Irish bench.
That is a juice goal right there. Just individual effort after individual effort. Starts with Lynch and the face-off X. Battling for the ground ball. Flings it to the middle of the field. Now we're off to the races. The low angle shot. You can hear the crowd and the energy Harris. What a
fielders now for the Irish. Here's Gray. To Kavanaugh. Over to Angrick. Griffin Westland, number 31 in the game now for the Irish. Corrigan getting some fresh legs out there. Just past the midway point of this second quarter. This man ain't leaving the game, Pat Kavanaugh. Now he's got Garrett Ledman on him. Look for him to attack from X. Oh, and he makes him pay. Beautiful pass. Got it to Jake Taylor. His second of the day.
Right here, Kavanaugh with a nice split. The C's part. Taylor steps back into space. And what I like about this shot is he goes high to high.
Guys who would just have hammers. Here's Dobson. Richard Daly, number 1. He's the freshman in the game. He's got it right now inside behind the back. Goal! Jake Taylor. The first half hat trick for the junior from Denver. The Irish have all the momentum back, even at 7.
And look at this. This is what man-up offense is supposed to look like. The skip pass, then the interior, and then the beautiful release behind the back. Right here, Richard Daly gets it interior to Taylor. And then
Caputo. Forced wide by Harris. Now rolling to his left. Behind O'Neal. Cohen and O'Neal. Like two freight trains colliding. Oh, nice look inside of Caputo. Dyson Williams. It's usually reversed with those two. Williams is usually camped on the doorstep. This time, pass to Caputo ends up in the back of the net.
And this Duke team, when they move the ball and they play team offense, it's a different animal than when it's kind of the one-on-one dodging, hey, I'm going to go to score myself. Today, they have brought their A game. They are giving Notre Dame all kinds of problems off of ball movement, off the initial dodge, and lots of hockey assists. And right there,
he's with the ball in his cross, number 26.
Notre Dame seems to have bumped the pole up on McAdory. So Duke's going to try to find the next short step matchup right here, which is Robertson, their senior attackman, who, I don't know, scored, 4 game-winning goals last year.
Yeah.
And that's a tough matchup for anyone to get going on a defensive side as well.
Robertson just trying to dodge. He realizes he has the mismatch. Instead, he gets it off on the wing, and there's Williams.
I mentioned earlier, when you get it out of your stick quickly, you don't have to be that accurate. Well, he got it out of stick hit quickly, and guess what? This was a pretty accurate shot. In and out, far post. His 3rd goal of the game. Right here, Notre Dame does a pretty nice job defensively on the matchup, but just ball watches a little bit, and Duke makes you pay. In the pole, running to the middle.
Dyson with a tough angle, gets it to O'Neal up top. Now back to Dyson, he'll shoot and score!
Eight goals now in the last 11 shots for Duke. Entenmann, who came out on fire, struggling a little bit here in the second quarter. Just a simple carry and pass back to where the ball came from. Low to low, one Entenmann probably wants back, but Dyson Williams, 4 goals.
Caputo off a pick, got space, and scores!
Notre Dame having all kinds of problems with this big little matchup behind the cage. Caputo has figured it out. He's got a couple assists from behind the cage. This time the pick frees him up to his left hand, near side high.
Will give chase. 20 seconds to shoot for the Irish. Walker on Ledman. Brower with the help. Now to Kavanaugh. Quickly to Meyer. He'll shoot. Score! That's good ball movement by the Irish, and it ends up in the back of the net.
Some consistent pressure by this Irish offense. Getting the ball to Kavanaugh behind the cage to Meyer with the Sladink three-quarter release. There again, a nice job.
Another ground ball on their own end.
Kavanaugh's third turnover of the game, but another issue riding here.
Carpenter, though, just snags it. Hoover on the carpet. Gets it to Nakai. Williams thought about it, just had it in his wrong hand. O'Neal on Cohen. Muscles his way in and shoots and scores! Cohen did everything but lock him up. O'Neal's just too strong.
Right here, O'Neal, again, gets Cohen coming out of him, a little aggressive, and then he's just too strong, and then the patience, right? A lot of times people take that first shot when they get their hands free, but he realizes Cohen is going to the ground. You're going to see it right here. He's going to kind of give like that jump. He's like, you know what, I got a little bit more time. Plant my feet, high to high.
Remember, back in the first half, this game was 7-7. After the Irish made a run and had all the momentum. Since then, it's been all Duke. Walker looks to spin. Gets a step. Scores! Now, Walker and Westland were the two attackmen that Jake Taylor really came in and supplanted in terms of playing time. But we're seeing a little bit of Westland and Walker today, and Walker.
And just the split roll combination right there from X. Low angle. We're going to get a nice look of it here. I mean, maybe one or two steps. Goes down and do the work to make an impact on a game.
McCann working on Ledman. Inside to Kavanaugh, who scores! The deficit is down to 3 for the Irish.
Just a nice job here. McCann with the pass down low. Chris Kavanaugh. The face dodge right here. You're going to see the nice move. Protects his stick. Then steps up the field. It's that subtle step up the field that draws. And this is where Duke wants to be right now. McAdory matched up on the short stick. Now look, Notre Dame sliding, and now it's all trouble.
Landon, now O'Neal up top. Nakai shoots and scores! Got it past Entenmann. Blue Devils get a little of that momentum back.
Nakai Montgomery. Again, good offense. Notre Dame scrambling, but right here, look at this. The one arm protecting the stick almost like an attackman. Look how he's got it down low. He's going to get his hand on the stick real quick. Can plant his feet, high to low.
Three-time All-American. When all is said and done at the end of this year, he'll be looking forward to the PLL draft on Tuesday night. But first things first, got to lead his Blue Devils to the NCAA tournament. Again, Lynch with the win.
He's found something here in the second half.
Got it to Boyer, now to Kavanaugh.
Notre Dame's going to feel good if they're going to get a goal here, get it close, you know, get it to 3 goals, and what the momentum they're building at the face-off X and getting those extra possessions. Very much in this.
Can down the alley. Help comes back behind the cage. Kavanaugh in front, scores! Jake Taylor had a huge first half. That's his first of the second, and it draws Notre Dame back to within 3.
Taylor's 4th goal, Kavanaugh's 4th assist. He now rewriting the record books for the Fighting Irish with his 39th assist on the season. But Taylor, again, off ball, just knows how to find the seams. If you look away for 1 second and here's your matchup, he's going to make you pay.
Seconds man up. Jacoboys. With Kavanaugh again. Dobson, the Jackaboys. Richard Deli. Full strength.
Good time to attack here if you're Dobson.
He does, and he scores!
There needs to be a stat that you start checking goals 10 seconds after a man up expires because there's so much opportunity. Duke's now adjusting. You see Ledbetter out here, not in a position to slough off, and gets Dobson the ability to attack to the middle of the field. Yeah, Ledman on the
minute unreleasable for the best man up unit in college lacrosse. The Irish.
And they're winning faceoffs.
They have to take advantage of this. Kavanaugh, he'll shoot. Adler. And absorb the push. Taylor couldn't get a shot off. Now he gets it back and does.
That's the third pure hustle goal of this game, right? You had Harris early on in that clear, and right now, a little early in the possession for that shot for Kavanaugh, but his brother Chris engages Adler, and then Jackaboys, and then Taylor here keeps his composure. You see Brower try to step in the cage and make the save. But now you have a face-off X. 14-13, about 31 seconds.
Now O'Neal will go to the far wing. He'll shoot. Entman makes the stop. Here's Dobson. As Jackaboy's cutting. He's got a big shot. Oh my gosh, Adler goes up and makes a great save.
That's his best save right there. Jackaboy's dropped his hands and changed planes, but Adler read the scouting report.
I was all ready to scream goal. Kavanaugh now was good enough to get the shot. Now behind the back score by Taylor.
The Irish have fought their way back to tie this game at 14. Taylor with the behind the back near side.
Get me some oxygen, Wardo. McCann back to his left. Help comes. Now Dobson wants it. He'll fire and score!
Talked earlier about him taking some shots off stale offense. Well, that was the exact opposite. What offense from Notre Dame. The Irish now up by one, but look at this absolute missile to the far post. What an angle. Dobson, only a sophomore. Look at the torque and the body control. Just picture perfect form.
For another 10 seconds here, Irish gonna have to move quickly. Inside to Taylor, can't beat Adler. Loose ball behind the back, and Jackaboys couldn't get it on net. Full 60 seconds though, because of the initial Adler save. McCann on Ledman, forced behind the cage, up top, Jackaboys. The Irish lead by 2.
Notre Dame has found its stride, doing everything well. Right here, Jackaboys sees that Dobson is unmarked. And what I like about this shot for Dobson, the last two were absolute bombs to the top portion of the cage here.
Needing a win, and they're under a minute away from getting it. Duke's got to score quickly. Frisoli, nowhere to go. Back to Adler. They only have 5 seconds to get it across the midfield line. Carpenter, desperation with the pass to Caputo. Now we get a loose ball. They won't get it. It's a failed clear against Duke. Possession to Notre Dame.
And this is tough to watch if you're a Duke fan. Duke cannot get the ball into the offensive end. Notre Dame's not even a 10-man ride, right? That's usually when you bring the goalie out and you play with one extra player.
Harris gets leveled and we get a flag. I don't know about that call. We'll have to see if it's illegal. Sometimes these flags come out after a hard hit.
Now there's 14 seconds left in the game, so not going to make much of a difference in my opinion. That's good lacrosse. That's tough physical. Love to take a look and see. I don't think it'll have much impact on the game.
It's a push against Duke with possession, so 32nd man up. It's against Caputo.
I mean, that's
Harris turned.
Harris is leaning his shoulder and turning into him.
Yeah.
So a tough call. Again, but credit Notre Dame for, they may not have been the better team, but they were the more engaged team, the more physical team. They wanted it more, and that's going to be the difference. I mean, the second half, what a masterclass performance by them.
Goal won't count at the end, won't matter. Notre Dame ACC co-champs with Virginia. After an amazing second half come from behind today against the Duke Blue Devils.
Your ACC co-champs now will sit and wait to see if they can make it into the NCAA tournament. What a matchup by both teams. Notre Dame is on a run. Who wants to play them?
NCAA women.